All praises to Yahawah, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Makar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. This is going to be a lesson called They'll Come With Half-Hearted Apologies When They See the Power, man. Right? And what this lesson is going to be going into is how people are going to try and seek to want to join onto the Lord's message, right? And want to start believing it all of a sudden when they realize that it's got strength attached to it, man. But right now, they don't care. And a lot of people are going to be pushed away, man, right? They're going to be told, get lost. Psalms 110 and verse 3, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth. So when people start seeing that there's strength towards the Lord's name, they're going to try and come seeking it and all that. They're going to try and start trying to follow after the people that Yahweh was giving the message to, and they're going to start wanting to believe it. They're going to all of a sudden know all the YouTube pages, man. You know, you're gonna see subscriber counts go up, right? People are gonna start making comments on comment boards, right? People that are known people, man, they might start getting on comment boards. They might start trying to share videos, you know. They might share videos on their channel or do reaction videos on their channel, celebrities and all that, you know. But when before that, they was trying to pretend like that message didn't exist, or was trying to copy certain parts of the message, but not attribute where they got that message from, man. Was trying to be slick, you know. But when these people start really seeing this world go downhill and start seeing the charagma be made mandatory, then some of these people are going to try and come with half-hearted apologies. They're going to try and jump on the bandwagon, right? But they're not going to be given that ability to do that, man, in a lot of cases. They're not going to be given the chance to try and come with that half-hearted repentance, man. And some people are going to be. But a lot of people are going to be told to get lost, man. Micah chapter 7 and verse 8, rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, Yahweh shall be a light unto me. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. So a lot of people are going to get told, man. A lot of people, because we understand that we got put in the position that we're in, why women don't respect us to a certain degree. They might like us or whatever, might like what we look like or whatever, might be around us for a certain period of time or whatever, but they don't respect this because they only respect money. That's the thing that women really respect, money and power, and they know, but won't say it in some cases, that we don't have as much power as they think deserves respect, right? So they try and run around and do all the things that they do. But when they actually start seeing the power, some of these women that might have dealt with you brothers and you elders and you apostles and all of the people that believe in the Lord in the past, they're going to try and come back to you, man. They're going to actually have the arrogance and the nerve to try and think that they get first dibs to access towards all the power that you have, because in the past you dealt with them. They're not going to think, you know what, maybe I'll end up at the back of the queue in front of all these new women that are coming to him. No, they'll think that they get to jump the queue and be at the forefront, man. Like they'll be first wife in the kingdom. That's the kind of arrogance that these people are going to have, man. Or family and friends. They're going to think, oh, well, he's my brother. Oh, that's my sister. Oh, that's my uncle. Oh, that's my son. So I get first dibs of access towards all this power. No, actually, you really might not be getting that, to be honest with you. You really might not be getting that, man. Because you had been told, you were some of the first people that got told by those people this thing. When people hear about the Lord, some of the first people that they end up deciding to want to speak to it about would be their close family and relatives. And those would also be the first people that want to say, nah, he's lost his mind, he's lost his spirit, he don't know what he's talking about. So when the power actually gets shown, what are you people going to be able to say, man? Because you heard it first from those people. So you had the first opportunity to believe it. And then the whole time when they was catching hell and going through all the things that they was going through, you were secretly hoping that they would stop believing in the Lord. Verse 10, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and he that's our enemy is going to see it too, man. The men that are our enemy are going to see it as well. And shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where's Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the street. So that's what's going to happen to women. But here's what's going to happen to men, right? Here's what's going to happen to men in that day, man. The men that ain't got the the message, the spiritual message, man. This is what's going to happen to the men. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man does travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So when all hell breaks loose, and these men that have been scoffers actually see these events that they've been heard about taking place, they're going to be with their hands on their loins, clutching at their pelvic area, hurt, man. They're going to feel an inner turmoil inside their body, like they're giving labor, man, like they're going into labor. And they ain't going to know what the hell is going on, man. They're going to be doing those piercing cries. You know, them cries that you have where no air goes into your lungs for like 10 to 15 seconds, and you just hold your breath. And then a sound comes out after 10, 15 seconds. Those are the kind of cries that men are going to be doing in that day, man. They're going to be weeping, man. Because they're going to know that they better not even dare try and step in the presence of those men that heard that message. And that was telling them. They're going to know that they ain't going to be forgiven. They ain't even going to have the same, they ain't as arrogant as women. They ain't going to even dare try and think that they can try and come and think they can try and, oh, I'm going to jump in the queue. Oh, I'll take you back. I'm prepared to be with you now. No, you can get lost. Because as you can see, there's all these other women. There's 7 women that are prepared to take hold of one man, and you ain't going to be one of these women, man. Get out of my face. That's what they're going to be told, man. But they don't believe that. But that is definitely what's going to happen, man. Because there's so many videos. I always say this when I talk about this topic. There's so many videos that I decided to add to a playlist, right? And ended up having to stop. And it's around like maybe 300 now. But I ended up just stopping. Because there were so many videos that was ending up in that playlist, man. From all the different videos that elders, apostles, brothers make going in on these women, man. And about how wicked they are. And maybe there's a few that I even made, man. Of all the things that these women do. But we could also fill a playlist with things that men do that are wicked too, man. Certain people are not going to be given the forgiveness that they're expecting because they, oh, I know him. I knew him in the... No, you don't know. Verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that there is none like it. Is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right? Verse 11, for I am with thee, saith Yahawah, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee, yet I will not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and not leave thee altogether unpunished. So, in order for the elect not to get punished, several members of the non-elect are going to have to be punished, man. So that the elect can receive mercy. So that Yahawah can correct us in measure, right? But not leave us altogether unpunished. So several Israelites are going to have to take the brunt of what the elect should have could have potentially took for the wickedness that Dave did, man. But because of the non-elect's non-belief, we're receiving mercy through our belief, man. And then ultimately they're going to end up receiving mercy through the belief of those people that are of the elect. Because I ain't saying I'm of the elect because I don't know what I am. Right? But I know I ain't never scoffed, man. I ain't never scoffed this message in my life, man. And I don't, Lord will, I never would, man. Because I think this is true, man. But there's a lot of people out there that they're only going to think it's true when they can see the 100% proof. And in that time, you don't need no faith because you can already see the evidence. That's not faith then. If you see the Karagma mandatory, that's not faith. Because you can see it happening. So there's no longer no need for faith anymore. You can see it. Right? Now, let me just go to this. Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we'll eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take our approach. Women ain't going to be talking none of the smoke that they talk now, man. And they say it, they're saying a lot of things out here. There's so many things that they say. And men too. Men ain't going to be trying to come up with all of these different, oh, you got a hold frame, brother. Oh, no contact rule. And none of these terms that they got. They ain't going to be giving out adulterous advice, you know? They ain't going to be, oh, it's not yours. It's not yours, it's just your turn. It's actually a wicked saying, man. Oh, she's not yours. It's just your turn. That's a wicked saying, right? But I can understand where that saying came from, because women in this world are wicked. Yet it's still a wicked saying, man. It's still a wicked saying. There's loads of sayings in this world that are wicked, man. YOLO, you only live once. That's a wicked saying too, man. Get into the bag. That's a wicked saying, because the bag's got holes in it, man. And let me read it. Haggai chapter 1 and verse 3. Then came the word of Yahweh by Haggai the prophet, saying, is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses, and this house lie waste? Now therefore, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Because Jake works hard, man. Despite what anyone wants to say, when an Israelite gets a job most of the time, man, they work hard on those jobs, man. Right? They'll be some of the hardest working people a lot of the time on those jobs. Yet the Edomites are going to be the ones getting the promotions a lot of the time, man. That's how it goes down. Or if it's an agency situation, it will be the Edomites and the heathen that they'll get the permanent position. That's how it will go down, man. Or if it's a business company, they're gonna try and steal the Jake's ideas, and attribute it to the Edomite or the heathen that works there, man. But Jake work hard when they get jobs and when they do work. All that thing about Israelites not working hard is bullshit, man. That's not true. You have so much and bring in little. So even though they work all that hard, they still ain't got nothing to show for it, man. We ain't got nothing as a nation. Individuals might have things, but as a nation, we ain't got nothing, considering all the talent that we have, right? Considering all the talent that Israelites have, they ain't got nothing, man. Really, when you look at it through the grand scheme of things, we have to go to a dirty, stinking heathen for the want of all things, man. We have to go to a heathen for anything, man. If you want to get some shampoo for your hair, you got to go to a heathen for that. If you want to get some chicken wings, you got to go to a heathen to get the chicken wings, butchers or whatever, the store or whatever. If you want to go and get some clothes, you got to go to a heathen. And then someone might get proud and say, oh, but I make my own garments. Okay, but where are you getting the fabric from? Is it from a Jake? Or is it from a heathen? Probably an Elamite, man. From some Elamite or some Moabite fabric store. And then you make your own things. And where did you get the scissors from that you cut the fabric with? Was it from Jake? No, it weren't, man. It was from a heathen or from Esau, man. You have to go to your enemy for the want of all things down here, despite all the hard work that Jake puts in, despite how many backflips and singing that Jakes do. They don't own no record label, man. Their record label will be under a parent company that really owns that, whatever they're doing, man. That's how it is down here, man. And if you don't want to accept that, well, you got your head up your jacksie, mate. Verse 6, you have so much and bring in little. Salakia, you have you jacksie. You have so much and bring in little. But you eat, but you have not. Let me read it again, Salakia. You have so much, but bring in little. You eat, but you have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. So all the money that Jake makes, man, you just notice that, hang on. I've supposedly started making more money now. And I know that the payments that I make now, that I receive, are more. So why does my life really seem the same? Because Yahweh's putting a bag with putting holes in your bag, man. Verse 7. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Go up to the mountain and bring wood and build the house, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, saith Yahweh. Now this is going back to the building of the temple after it was destroyed, right? But yet still you can apply that to now, because now a spiritual temple is getting built, and Yahweh don't want certain people to be building their own house, their own private thing, when he wants them to be a part of building his house, man. Verse 9, you look for much and lo, it came to little. Because Jacob got aspirations in this world, man. We've got the biggest imaginations in this world, right? If we had all the money that all of these other people have, all these Bill Gateses and all these Musks and all that, we wouldn't be doing some of the, if we had the money that these Arabs have, we wouldn't be doing no Dubai porta parties. You can guarantee that. That's the last thing that we're doing. If we had WWE money, we wouldn't be doing that madness that Vince McMahon's been up to. We wouldn't be doing none of that. We just have thousands of wives and be dealing with them, man. Thousands of children and be making them get raised up, man, by their moms. You know what I mean? And by the handmaids. We wouldn't be doing all the madness that Esau's doing, man. And these people would love us too. The people that work for us would love us because we wouldn't be paying them no pittance. We'd actually pay them an amount where they can actually sustain their own family. And there'd be a lot of ear piercing going on too. Because a lot of these people would say, you know what? I love working for my master, meaning us. I'm going to stay living under his house. I'm going to make him pierce my ear, and I'm going to stay working with him. And there'd be a whole bunch of people, if we had that kind of realm, that would be walking around our houses and our provinces, man, with their ear pierced, man, men and women. They'd have their ear pierced and they'd say, what's the point of me trying to go and do my own thing? It ain't going to get much better than this. But people ain't doing that really on the Esau's way yet. But a lot of people are going to try and do that, man. They're going to get that charagma and show their allegiance. They're going to say, it ain't going to get better than AI and all of this stuff. So I may as well do this, man. But the elect ain't going to do that. You look for much, and lo, it came to little. And when you brought it home, I did blow upon it. Why, saith Yahawah of hosts, because of mine house that is waste, and ye run every man unto his own house. So the reason why we don't make it in certain things, that even though we know what we're talking about in these things, man, and we've got the ability, we've got the skill, right, is because Yahawah don't want us to do that, man. There's people that Yahawah gave talents in music, in fighting, in combat sports, in business things, in IT. People that know things at doctor levels, right? But Yahawah don't make it go past a certain point for them because he wants them to do something else, right? There's people like people don't know. People think that we're just some dumb clowns, right? And that we don't know anything, man. But we're Israelites. We're better than them. The only reason why they are in the position that we're in, that they're in, is because we're not in the position that we're supposed to be in, man. And that's why all these nations try and keep us down, because they know that us raising up is a problem for the whole earth. The Negro, Latino, and Native American not being in positions of poverty when these are the best people on the earth, right, makes every other nation fall instantly. Instantly. Right? If all these nations say we're not going to build things and work for you, we're working for ourselves. And in fact, we're not just working for ourselves, we're working together as a group because we are all Israelites, sons of Jacob, children of Israel. These people will be horrified by that, man. They never want to see that happen, but it's still going to happen anyway, man. It's still going to happen anyway. Right? And I think let me go to some more. I'll carry on a bit longer, man, because now that I've said that, I'm thinking about how how these people have treated us, they're going to try and come with these half-hearted apologies. Right? They're going to be cut to the heart, but they ain't going to be accepted, man. We ain't accepting their apology. Right? All this, but if you do what we did to you, then that makes you as bad as us. No, it don't. Because we're doing it for justice sake. We're balancing out the scales, man. But when you did it, right, you did it unjustly, man. And I was thinking about this as well, man. Because Yahawah ultimately wanted us to go through all of these curses and wanted us to go through all these captivities, right? And the only slavery that the Israelites went through, though, if I'm wrong, someone please comment and say that I'm not right on this. But the only slavery that the Israelites went through, where the Israelites had not done anything wrong in order for them to go into that slavery, was the slavery in Egypt, man. That's the only one where they hadn't sinned to deserve to go into that, because the Israelites didn't even exist when Abraham got told that the Israelites was going to go through that. But in every slavery after that, after the Egyptian slavery, the Israelites did something wrong to do that, man. They ended up going through the curses to go through those, right? But Yahawah wanted us to go through those things. So all you people that did that stuff to us are gonna have to pay, man. And we ain't gonna be being sorrowful when it goes down, man. We ain't gonna care, because you people don't care with all the stuff you're doing to us now, man. You people take advantage of our low position and make money for yourselves and build houses and live in certain communities and then try and look down on us. So when we're up, we're going to look down on you. And why shouldn't we? Like, you got to ask yourselves that, all you people, man. Why shouldn't we look down on you when we get leveled up? Why should we have mercy on you? Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him and made no account of his labors. They ain't try and make out like we ain't ever invented nothing, man. Black people don't make nothing. Black people don't do nothing. Oh, we copy all your slang. We copy how you talk. We copy how you walk. We copy how you talk with women. You know, we copy your lines that you use with women. We try and copy everything that you say. We secretly watch how you move throughout the earth and try and manipulate it and copy it and do it ourselves, right? But, oh, you ain't did nothing in the world. You ain't did nothing. That's how they treat us, man. So how are we going to treat them when we've got the upper hand? Are we going to treat them good, or are we going to treat them exactly how they was treating us, man? Verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for, because they was never expecting that things that they called aliens was connected to the Lord. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of Yahawah and his lot among the saints? They thought our lives was a joke, but yet we ended up being the best people, man. They thought we were bums, just black thugs, you know, black geezer. Oh, they're just black geezers. Or they're just African American. Or they're just black British. Or they're just Africans. Oh, they were descendants of slaves. Oh, yeah, really, was we? Okay. We're going to see, man. Verse 6. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness doth not shine unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. And you know who's going to be the main one that's going to be trying to come with a half-hearted apology when they see the position that we're in of power? It's going to be Esau, you know. It's going to be these Edomites. They're going to try and actually think that we're going to... It's hilarious when you really think about it, man. These Edomites that have been kicking our ass for the last 500 years are actually going to try and come and expect some pity, man. And you can read about that in the parable of the rich man and the poor man, man. The poor man starts saying to Father Abraham, oh, let Lazarus come and dip his finger in some water so that I can be at peace. So he's basically going to be trying to come and talk to Abraham on the sly. He's going to be trying to ask for mercy, man. Oh, can you tell Jacob to ease up a bit? Because I'm getting my ass kicked down here. He might see Abraham literally. That Edomite might literally see Abraham in a distance and say to Abraham, oh, granddad, can you tell Jacob to stop busting my head open? Because I'm catching hell right now. I need some mercy, man. Remember, I'm your grandson, you know. And Abraham he's gonna be saying, nah, man. Remember in your time, you was living it up, doing your thing. Well, now, my righteous grandson is in his time, living it up, doing his thing, man. So let it be. Let it be as it is, man. Verse 7, we weird ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of Yahawah, we have not known it. What have pride profited us? Or what good have riches without vaunting brought us? So all that money that Esau had ain't going to mean nothing, man. The whole land of America that was full of so much wealth is going to be melted, man. That place that was once called Babylon the Great is going to become the lake of fire, right? That place that was filled with delicateness and tenderness, people drinking, laughing, full of NFL games, basketball games, NFL rings, Super Bowl rings, Madison Square, you know, Hollywood, the Hollywood Broadway and that walkway where they do all that, where they got all them stars in Hollywood, you know, the stock market and all of that stuff where people made money and wealth, all of it's gonna go, man. Rucker Park, where people used to play at basketball and all that, all the greats came through here and had a game at the Rucker. Okay, but that's gonna be melted. The time's gonna come where ain't none of that gonna exist no more, man. Vegas ain't gonna be there. or what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. There ain't gonna be no Vegas. It's all gonna be gone, man. It's gonna become the lake of fire. And when the fire dries up and extinguished, animals are gonna live there. It's gonna just be animals that live there, man. They're gonna get a new home for them. Wild animals that live in crazy environments are gonna get a new home, man. That place ain't gonna be inhabited as a place for men to live anymore. Verse 9, all those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasted by. And as a ship that passeth over the waves of the water, which when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the path of the keel in the waves. So when a ship goes through water, right, or even if someone swims in a pool, once they stop moving, the path that they swam through can't be seen no more. Just like how these former paths that all these people are living in and trusting in now, they ain't going to exist, man. Or the high value man path, or the tough guy path, or the martial arts man path, the boxer path, the footballer path, the keepy uppies. Or I'm going to do the footballer path, or I'm going to do the musician path, all those paths, or I'm going to be a fashionista path, you know? All those paths are going to be gone, man. Verse 13, even so we in like manner, as soon as we were born, began to draw to our end, and had no sign of virtue to show, but were consumed in our own wickedness. And these people have been consumed in their own wickedness, man. They can't look left or right out of what they think the way to live is. They're trapped in it, man. They're trapped in what they think is right, man. But what they think is stupid, actually. The ways that they think you're supposed to be and you're supposed to live are actually foul, man. And that's why as soon as they see that their ways are gone, some of these people in their arrogance are going to come with half-hearted apologies to try and seek unto a portion of this, man. And some people are even going to go as so bold as to try and start speaking a message when they don't even know it, man. They're going to try and sing the song and they don't even know it, man. They're going to try and, man, they're going to try and copy it, man. But it's not going to be accepted because people are going to see through it. They're going to be like, no, you've never shown no evidence that you believed in this. You was talking the complete opposite before. So get lost. We don't believe you. I'm going to end the lesson there, man. All praises to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. Shalom.